So anyway, we're at the end. Let's chain 1. Well, let's chain 2. All right, and then we're gonna turn our piece over. Okay, turn it over. Now we have to look at all these funny little fuzzies. Pull them tight, make sure they're all snug. Maybe you can weave them in a little bit more and it won't look so like they're trying to escape. Okay, now let's just do some half double crochets. It's a little taller stitch and it'll make it seem a little bit, you know, more consistent with what you just put in there because you had to go over these things. So we're going to yarn over, and then do you see the top of the V? Start in this first one. These are the chains here, the 1, 2. This is your first stitch. You want to go, okay, yarn over. You want to go under both of those V, okay? Pull up, yarn over, and pull through all 3. All right, half double crochet in English terms, okay? Now yarn over, find the next one. See, if you rotate it, you can see that V. Go under that V, grab the yarn, pull it up. You got 3 on the loop on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, so here we go. Yarn over and through all 3. Yep, yarn over. So you get through all 3. Right. And because this yarn is a little on the fuzzy side, it's going to help a little bit in hiding our ends, and yeah, I think it'll all come out at the end. I think it'll all be just fine. Yarn over, just keep going all the way to the end. Hope you can see what I'm doing. It's just a nice plain stitch, nothing fancy. Since we are kind of on the back side right now of this scarf, so on the next row, when we come around back and we're on the right side, we can always do something like a little bit of a scallop, or I don't know, something a little bit more special than just a straight stitch. Or you can just do a straight stitch across, you know, some kind of single crochet, or like we're doing a half double crochet. It just makes an edge. This one's not going to be super fancy. Okay, we're getting there. All right. There we go. We're there. We're there. Okay, now this is the last one. All right, I hope you can see that. I was watching my hand and not the camera. All right. So we just added that. I do see that when you do this, it does tend to kind of go out a little on the ends. Maybe when we do our crocheting around the edges, it'll all pull back together. Okay, I'm just going to do chain 1 and turn it. Now, it doesn't matter if you go right or clockwise or counterclockwise. When you flip it over, just flip it. You can see how nice that edge is starting to look. See? That's not that bad. You got a few of these little guys we're going to have to go back and weave some of these little tails back in and trim them very carefully, so you don't want to cut your piece. But this is the right side, so we have to go across here, and then we're going to go up the edge. So now we need to decide what we want to do. So what could I do on here that would be an interesting edge? We could do some scallops. Maybe here, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure on the count here. So right now, that chain 1 will count as a, let's just say it counts as a slip stitch, and then we will do a single crochet, a half double crochet, a triple, double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet and a slip stitch. Did that make sense to anybody out there? So what we're doing is making short bigger, 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 and smaller. And that took how many stitches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8. I was going to see if I had a marker that I could put there. Here, I'll just stick my hook in there. Okay, that's 8. So that's the slip stitch. And then we're going to do single crochet, half double, double, triple, double, half double, single crochet, slip stitch. All right, and that I can put, that's the slip stitch. Then we will do, let's see, what did I say? Single crochet, half double, double, triple, double, half, single crochet, and then you're going to have a couple left over. So what we'll do is do 2 slip stitches here, 2 slip stitches here, and it should come out pretty close to the end, and we can kind of fudge it a little bit on the end. Let me write that down on a piece of paper so you guys can see what I'm gonna do. Okay, hold tight, I'll be right back. Okay, I made you a little chart, and I marked those 2 spots where we're going to do the 2 slip stitches. May not come out exact. I just want to do that to double check to make sure that I'm kind of sort of in the right spot. So we're going to chain 2 when we turned. We are on the right side, a little tag, right side of my scarf now. And we will go, that's the chain 2. So if you don't know charts, this is how you read them. This says single crochet, half double crochet. I'll go this way. Here, let me do this to point. Half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, half double, double, half double, single crochet, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, double crochet, or double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, like that. That makes 3 loops, okay? Or scallops. All right, so here we go. We've got the chain 2. We're going to do the first at the bottom. These are your chain 2. We're going to do this first stitch. So we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull it through 2. So let me come in. You're going to lose your chart a little bit, but that's, we'll get back to that in a minute if you need it. Or maybe I can make it come down a little bit so you can see what's happening. Oh, it's not. Okay. Now we're going to do a half double crochet. Yarn over, go in to the top of the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now we're going to do the double crochet, so yarn over, go through, pull up a loop. Now like the half double crochet, you went through all 3. Now you're just going to go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. I think I lost, here's a little piece here, hold on. Okay, and then pull through 2. That's your double. And a triple, instead of yarning over once, you're going to yarn over twice. go into the next one, pull up a loop. Now you're going to yarn over, go through once, yarn over, go through twice, yarn over, go through 3 times, hence a triple. Then we're going to do double, yarn over, in, pull up a loop, yarn over, once, twice. Now we're doing a half, so we do yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over all through all 3. Now single crochet, you're going to go straight in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull it through. Now see, I can see that I'm pretty close to where I was talking about. The next 2 are just slip stitches. So we're going to pull just right through, all the way through. No yarning overs. Stick it in, pull it through, through. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, let's back up a little. Okay, this is this. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one. We did our 2 slip stitches, so now we're gonna do the whole thing again. So now we're gonna start with I'm gonna stay back here so you can see a little bit better. We're gonna start with a single crochet, so you're gonna go in and pull up a loop, yarn over, through. All right, now we're doing a half double crochet, so it's a yarn over, through, pull up, yarn over through all 3. Now we're doing the regular double crochet, yarn over, in, up. Now we're going to do 2 of them, so yarn over through those 2, yarn over through those 2. Now the triple, yarn over twice, then you're going to go in, pull up a loop. Now we're going to back out 3 times. So you go 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, now we're going to go back down the hill, and we are going to do a double crochet. So yarn over, through, and pull up, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through again, half double crochet, yarn over, in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay, and now we're going to do our single crochet right here, and now we're going to slip stitch twice. And I'm hoping that our count came out right. I'm pretty sure we're going to be real close. So we're going to go in and pull through all the way through. That's a slip. And do that one more time. 2 slip stitches. Okay, and so we just did this. See? Did this one and that one. Now we're going to do one more. Single crochet. And a half double crochet. And a regular double crochet. And now a triple. Oops, make sure you go on just under those. Okay. Now we're doing a double crochet, half double crochet. Oops, that was wrong. Did you catch me? Yarn over, half double crochet goes all of them. Okay, and then we have a single crochet and a slip stitch right in the corner. Yay! Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, if I could bring it all over into the light here. My camera is being weird today, so I'm going to move it over so we can get some more light. There we go. I kind of stuck that down. You can see it better. Well, anyway. How's that? So, nice simple edge. We got to take care of those little fuzz balls on that back. See those guys? But we're good. Now, I'm going to move my little chart. And now we're going to start down the side. So you need to turn it lengthwise. And this is going to take a little time to get to. But right now, we are right at the top here. We're going to do just a slip stitch so we have something to work with here. We need to go down this edge. There's kind of piece of the edge of that stitch there. And I'm just going to slip stitch my way down there. So there's one. Let's do this. This is how you walk your way down to where you need to be. So we're just slip stitching, and I'm going to get to the corner here. Slip stitch again. Okay. See where we are? I can't wait to get rid of that little guy. Okay. So we want to do a single crochet on every one of those little loops all the way down. These are all the nail loops from the loom. So we're going to start by, let's just do one more chain. And we're going to go in the first one here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, single crochet. Okay? Go in the next one, single crochet. All right, go in the next one. This part's really pretty simple. But do you see where we're at? See how this has a little bit of a bump there, but I don't think that's going to cause any grief. All right, so let me come in a little bit more. See the single crochet edge here? All right. We'll do a few more, show you what's going on, then I have to go all the way to the end and show you what we're going to do on the other end. It's going to be the same scallop, but it's going to be a lot easier to do. So here we go. We're just going to go in, pull up a loop, and pull it through. And up. Okay. I'm not pulling really tight. I'm being fairly gentle with the yarn because I don't want to pull it and make it a really tight edge. So try to be kind of, loose with it. You don't want too loose. You just want it nice, comfortable, snug. Okay, there we go. We're going to go down, all the way down, all these, and there's quite a few of them. All right. All right, now I'll show you what it looks like. See? Nice little edge. If you left it raw, it would look like this, which is always okay. But you do this, it looks more finished, doesn't it? Okay, so we will be back with you in a few minutes. I'm going to go all the way to the other end, and we'll go through this process one more time, and we'll be all done. Okay, so see you in a few minutes. Okay, I worked my way all the way to the end on this side, and so when you get down there, then just give it a little bit of a tug. Make sure everything's laying nice and flat. See, it has a nice edge on it now. And we have come to the corner. So that's the tail that I had on it. This would be my top left corner when I was weaving it. So I'll have this tail here. That needs to be woven in also. But my last few single crochets are right here, there, and there. And I will do a chain 1, and I'm going to turn this way so I can work along this edge. This piece here needs to be trimmed a little bit. That's just a tail. And I'll lay it along the edge, and then I won't have to weave it in like I did with the other ones. So we're just going to do right in that corner. When you do corners, you usually do about 3 stitches to help it turn the corner. And since I'm going to be going along the top edge, let's just go in there again. Same hole, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull it through 2. And let's do that one more time. Right back in that, see that same hole? Yarn through, that's another. So now I have 3 single crochets on the corner, and it's helping me turn. And now we're going to go along the edge, find all the loops, all the little pin loops here, and do single crochet all the way along. So there's one, but I'm going to keep this as the tail that I had. I'm going to lay that along the top so that I can stitch right over it. Okay, there's one, and then we're going to go in here. Remember, you go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull it through both. Go in. If you can hang on to this little tail, it really helps you not have to do more of that weaving in. I just worked on the other end too a little bit, and it was fun, but it looks okay. Okay, there we go. So almost. Did I get it? I think I missed it. All right, we're going to go in here. Yarn over. Okay, we've almost got to the point where we've covered our tail. And that makes it a little easier for us. Okay, now there's to this cross. Just single crochets all the way across. Now you can do this if you have a triangle loom. You can do a single crochet across the hypotenuse, the very top edge. If you do it with the flat edge on the top, or all the way around if you feel like it. You might need to do the same type of thing if you decided you didn't want to have fringe on yours and you changed colors. You're going to have tails hanging out too. So I hope this gives you an idea anyway of some way of hiding all those tails so that you can crochet over it. All right, now we're almost to the corner here, and then this is, let's just go kind of in there. And let's rather go under a couple of them. Is that the right corner? Okay, that's one right there. This looks like a piece too, and I think I'm going to go in right there also. There. Now I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. I'm going to flip my work. Remember, this is the back side now. We're just going to do a half double crochet all the way across. I'm really hoping that I have about the same amount of stitches so that when we do the 3 scallops, it comes out. It feels like it's going to be pretty close. Okay, so these are the 2 chains. You want to go into the top of this first stitch, half double crochet. It was the yarn over, go through under that V, pull up the loop, yarn over and through all 3. Okay, so we're going to go all the way across with the half double crochet. And there. Now there's lots of different kinds of edges you can put on scarves and shawls. This is just a very simple, easy to do edge. Okay, we're almost there. And then we will do our scallops. I think they'll look very nice. All right, we're almost there. Yep. All right. Here we are. All right, now here's the corner. Okay, so that's the half double crochet across. Okay, so we're gonna chain 2, turn our work again. Now we're back to the right side, and again we are going to use our chart. Well, let's not put it so close. There we go. So I just chained 2, which is right here. First one's a single crochet. Okay, so we're going to go in single crochet. Next one's half double crochet, yarn over, in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 3. Then we're going to do a double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through once, and then go through twice. A treble crochet or triple crochet, yarn over twice, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So you did that 3 times. Double crochet, yarn over, and you pull it through once and pull it through again. Half double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Then a single crochet, and you go in and pull up a loop, go through. Now we're going to do 2 slip stitches. So you pull it through, again, pull it through and through, and then we're going to start the next round. It starts with a single crochet. Okay, let's see where we're at. I kind of have a feeling we're going to have a lot more here, because this, let's see, that's about here, here, and here. Looks like we're going to have a few extras on the end. So maybe on this end, I will do 3 slip stitches in between, and it will be barely noticeable, and that might help fill in the gap on the end here. So we've done 2, so let's do a 3rd one. Nothing wrong with being spontaneous with your crochet. Okay, so let me bring you in. Okay, so we're doing I'll go like that so you can see. All right, single crochet, half double, double, treble, okay, double, half double, single, and again we're going to do 3 slip stitches instead of 2. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and start the last round and really hope this is going to work. We're trying to stretch it out. Okay, single, half double, double, treble, okay, double, half treble, half double, and a single. Look at all, I got extras on the end. Look at all the extras I have on the end. What am I going to do now? Should I, here, let's back up. So I've got 1, 2, 3. What am I going to do? You know what I think I'm going to do? How many do I have left? I've got 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 left over. And I used 2 extras here. So there's like 8 left over. So I think what I might do is possibly take these out and put 4, let's see. What am I doing? 8. Well, let's just say it's 6. Like I said, 6 here. Forget the, I'll do extras here anyway, because it is kind of wide. I just want 3 loops, or 3 of the scallops, but I want to center it. So if there's 6 here left over, if we do 3 on one end and 3 on the other end, maybe we can do like 3 slip stitches and then start these, and then 3 slip stitches at the end. At least they'll be they'll look okay. Let's see, here's the other end. Let's see, here's the other end. So we want it to look like that, but we have too many stitches. Or I can go back, take this out, take out this half double crochet row, and then start the half double crochet in a little bit. Then do the scallops, and it won't be so obvious that there's these edges. What do you think? We have to be creative together here. All right, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out this and this row. See how it kind of sticks out anyway? I think I went a little too far. So if I start in a little bit and in a little bit, it won't be as noticeable. All right, be patient with me, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging tight, but here we go. We're going to pull this out. And that's part of being a creative sort. You create and you work with what you got, and sometimes you have to pull things out. Okay, so this is the end of the, there. So that is on this side. So I need to turn it over. Get it back in the loop. I will chain, I don't even think I'm going to chain it. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to turn. I'm going to forget the first one, and I'm just going to kind of slip stitch into here. Just one in. Then do a chain. Okay, and then start my, well, actually 2 chains. Now I'm going to do my half double crochets. I'm going to skip this first one and go to here. And that'll sort of that'll bring me in a little bit. Is that going to make a bump there? Yeah, I think that's going to make a bump. All right, I'm going to pull this out a little bit more. Where am I? Okay, this is the first single crochet row. And I'm going to just slip into this one, this end one, and just pull it in a little bit. Turn. Slip into this one. Now do my chain. 2. And now I'm going to do my half double crochets across. Okay, well hopefully that will cut off a couple of them on the end. So there's that. There's one, and then we're going to go right across. And remember I said you should have count how many stitches you ended up having on the other end. This is probably where it would come in handy. But I didn't do what I said to do. All right, let's just work the double crochet or the half double crochets all the way down. And see if we can stop a little sooner than right on the end, and that will cut off a few more for me. Hopefully, if you're doing a project like this, you won't have the same issue happening, but I like to leave them in the video so that if you run across the same thing, maybe we can find a solution together. I don't think there's really any right or wrong way of trying to make this work. It's just sort of by feel and by common sense. And it is just a scarf. I mean, you put a lot of work into it, yes, but it is just a scarf, so don't be too harsh on yourself when things aren't working too good. All right, so this is where I did the corner. I normally would go to this end piece. I'm just going to stop right there. Well, let's see. Maybe I need to do a slip stitch right here just to kind of pull it together. Then I'm going to do just one there, and then turn. Now I'm going to bring the other end up here. I want to see if by any chance this is kind of sort of the same length. Sort of. Still looks like it's longer. But we're going to go for it anyway. We're going to start, we'll start in like a couple. So let me slip stitch in, slip stitch in. Now, if you can see it, this is where my point is, here and here. So I think we're going to be good now. All right. So I'm going to chain 2 because I'm going to pretend that that's where we turned last time. Remember, do a chain 2 just so it doesn't get confusing. And we're just going to start again. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, get in the double, triple, okay, then a double, and then a half double crochet, then a single. Hey, that's what I didn't do there. Did I do a single one? I didn't do a single one there, did I? Did I? I don't remember. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, and now we're gonna do a slip stitch. Whoops, slip. Slip. Do I need to have 3 in between? Because I cut off a couple on this end and that end. If I do 2 here and I do like this much, I might be okay. Let's just do it with the 2 and see what happens. Okay, next one, single crochet. Oops. Half double crochet. Double crochet. Triple crochet. Ugh. Double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, slip stitch. Okay, now those are my slip stitches, and I have about 1, let's see how many. Okay, so I'm going to start V1, well, it'll be here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have leftovers again. Ah! Okay, I'm going to come back here. That's the second slip stitch. I'm going to slip stitch 3 like I did before. Oops, 3. Okay. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, triple, double, half, single, slip, slip, slip. So I'm going to just do 3 slip stitches, single crochet, half double, double, treble, double, half double, single crochet, slip stitch. Look at that, I did it. Ooh, we did it. Finally, huh? Okay, now that should look fairly similar to this side. Yes, it's a little bit longer. Not bad for fudging it a little bit. Okay, so at this point, we're going to turn it, and we don't need our little chart anymore. And we're going to slip stitch again. We're going to slip stitch here and do single crochets all the way down this side. So we need to work our way down. Slip there, find a spot, go in here, slip. Okay. Go in here, another slip. Okay, and then we're going to chain. I don't remember if I chained 1 or 2 on the other one. I think I just chained 1. Now, in each of these loops again, we're going to go in here and we're going to do a single crochet. Okay, there's 1. And there's 2. There's another one. There's another one. Okay, let me bring you in. Okay. So, there's your corner. We just make it nice, as smooth as you can, because it's, you know, it's obviously an edge. Oops, an edge turning You want it to be smooth. All right, and so here we go. We're just going to go all the way down the end, or down the edge to the end, and do single crochets in all of these pin loops that we have. Okay, there and there. Okay, there we go. See? We'll back up a little. So now we have our nice little edge. And we kind of worked it so that we could get it to start a little in, and it doesn't seem to be too obvious of an edge difference. I don't think it'll matter once it's on your neck. Next time I definitely would count the stitches that I had on the other end that I had to hide all those strands. And then I could kind of know where I'm at on this side, and then delete a few stitches as I went, so I wouldn't have had to gone through what we just went through. I appreciate you following along. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go all the way down to the other end, and I will meet you when I get down there. Okay? Okay, I made it all the way to the end. So what I think I'm going to do, since this is this edge, I have just a couple more single crochets to do here. I think I'm going to come up, slip stitch up to this point, and then tie it off here, so that it has, instead of having this little bit of a dip going on. So I have, let's see, we got to go in this one and this one. I'm going to try, I think there's another hole right in here. All right, so then I just want to slip stitch up a little bit up on the edge here, just to sort of tie it all in there, and then go to, see, there's, I don't want to make a big hole right here, so I will, where am I going to go? I'll just go right through here, and then pull it through, pull it through. All right, so since I'm back down to that end that has all these little fuzzy wuzzies sticking out, I tried to stick them in. What I think I'm going to do, instead of just cutting off this end short and then weaving it in like I normally do, I'm going to take quite a bit of it, maybe to here, and trim it right here. And first of all, I'm going to finish this stitch by pulling it through the loop, pulling it all the way through. Okay, so now I'm done, and I pulled it down nice and snug. Now I can get rid of the crochet hook or move it over here. And I'm going to put on my needle. This is a tapestry needle. Try to find one that's metal. They work really well. And this little arched end is nice to have too. So here's the end of the piece I just cut. So I'm going to thread my needle. And uh-oh, we don't want that to happen. No. Oh my goodness, look what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Now, see if I can get it all back to normal. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to weave this end back in here, and then I'm going to flip it over. Let's see, I'm going to go in, I am just going to go in through here, just to kind of bury it. Okay. I think I might even just go back here and make another another pass through. That way I know that it's got a somewhat of a knot in it. See, like that. Okay, and you can pull it snug and you won't feel it, or you won't see it. So now what I want to get back to this mess that we have going here. And I'm going to just sort of do a stitch, not going through to this side, but just sort of like do a whip stitch all the way down here to secure these funny little knots that are still kind of hanging out. There was a strand here, who knows why that didn't get caught up into everything. And I'm going to just whip it into the end of this stitch all the way down here, and then tie it off, and then weave the end of this piece back in it. So I'll show you a little bit of what I'm thinking of doing here, because see, here's another piece here that's sort of hanging out. That's not good. So we need to find a way to, I think what I'll just go under here and come up. I don't want to go all the way through because I don't want to see it. The idea is to not see all this, but this is one way of that I think I need to do to secure, because there's a hole right here. I'm going to grab this one here and then through here. Some of these are just going to be here. I don't really want to knot it right there. Let's do that. There, and that sort of tacked that guy down. And I'm just going to work it through. I don't know if you can see where I'm just going to work it through and go all the way down. And then I'll feel a lot more comfortable about this edge, because it was, it kind of bothers me that these ends are, it's possible that they can come popping out if she washes this, which I'm sure she'll want to wash it at some point. But if I take the time now to just make sure they're all tucked in and they're not as, see how nice, see how that kind of covers that up? Yes, it's a little bumpy, but it's not as, you know, like this. Look at this guy. I missed him too. You don't need those as a snagging point. All right, so I'm just going to kind of wander my way through here. And if I could put this on speed dial or whatever. I don't know how to do that on the camera, so I will just finish this up and I will come back and show you the result at the end. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I've worked my way back and forth across this a few times. And I just wanted to show you that, you know, whenever you have ends, you're able to, if you weave them in one way, you go three times. So you go, say, once, and then you go back again. Doesn't have to be in the same spot, just go backwards. Okay, back. And then the third time, you go, don't go back in the same spot, go back up under. Okay, I'm going to go up right there. If you do it 3 times, it should stay put. And so now I am going to trim this off right here. And then kind of pull on it a little bit and it'll go back in. So this is the edge that was really, all those little fuzzies were sticking out. A lot more stable. I feel a lot more confident in it. It's a little bumpy, but you're going to get that. I think I tacked down all the little bits and pieces that seemed like they were hanging out. This is the right side, and then here's the right side on the other end. Very similar in size. This one's a little bit wider, but I don't think that's going to be any problem. And then that's just marking that we're on the right side. So the whole scarf is all done. We've got all our edges done. And it looks really nice. So let's go back a little bit here and I'll show you. Put my yarn back. There you go. Now that should make a nice gift. I feel confident the ends won't pop out. I was a little concerned. There we go. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something that will help you in one of your projects coming up soon. I hope to see you again at the next video. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. You have a good evening now. Bye-bye for now.